Hello YouTube, this is Manuel. This is my second video on time travel. The reason why I made my second video is because I talk about a word that that I introduced, which is called interdimensional equations, and the reason for that is because two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. That is, if I want to travel to the past, I'm in the present, and I want to travel to the past, and if I do it traveling at the speed of light, how do I know that, for example, if I'm here and I wanna go to the past and I'm gonna be here, how do I know that at the time when I'm gonna be there, there was not someone else sitting over here? How is that gonna be possible? What is gonna happen? Because you don't wanna do any changes to the river of time, so that history keeps running the way it is, and everything is as it is, and that it's not on change. So how do you know that you're not gonna be you're not gonna end up where someone else is? So I thought that for example, that if you travel the speed of light and you go to the present, there is a limit. Like for example, that to the things that you can do. That is, you can only travel to the past so far. That is, like according to Dr. Mallet, until the time that you turn on the machine. I thought that, well, there's gotta be another way. If, for example, if you take it how things are made and how things happen, like for example, if you're gonna make coffee, you need water, sugar, and soluble coffee. So the end product being the drinkable coffee, that is being the present after it is made. So you want to travel to the past. In a way of looking at the past is by taking all the actions and try to like undo everything that you did. That is, if you want to you want to go to the past, you have to undo everything that is created. In other words, everything will have to be disintegrated, and you will have to create it again. So I thought that after that it will be a way to travel into the past, because there are no limitations to the point that you can go. You can go all the way to the beginning, and not only that. Now, one thing that came into my mind regarding that is that, for example, I go out and make a lot of observations. I look at the plants, I look at people, and I look at the similarities between things and how things are made, or how they're created, how they are designed by nature. So if you look at a plant, or even if you look at yourself, you see like one half being the same as the other half. That is that the same design applies to it's also seen on the other side. It's like the opposite, like reverse engineering, like everything is reversed but on the opposite angle. So I thought that then, by looking at a lot of plants and how they are and how things happen, I thought that, well, there is got to be an equation for every person. The universe is made of many equations, an infinite number of equations. That is, not necessarily up to this point an infinite number of equations. That is, if the universe, it's the beginning is here and the end is over here, and then we are over here, the equations that are from this point to the end are still not written, but they kind of depend on the equations that are from the middle to the beginning. So we have only this number of equations. We have an equation for a person, an equation for a plant. So based on that observation, I thought that then there must be an evolving equation, one that can tell you the kind of life that will exist at any point in any place under any circumstances. That equation can predict you who's gonna be there, what is gonna be there, the kind of plants that will be there, and how they will be made, how they will be engineered. So if you think about that, and you use that concept, you can create an equation where you can go to the beginning of time. That then you being here, that you touch something, you can destroy everything that depended on that. And this is what some scientists have already discussed a lot, and it's called, it has to do with the principle of existence, where they said that existence is so finely tuned that allow for the existence of us, that if you touch something in there, we will not exist. Well, I asked Dr. Mallet about this equation, that if there is an equation that can do that. he said no. He said that there cannot be an equation that is that can do that. Also, I asked this question to the I sent an email to the director of the Department of Physics at Harvard University, but I never got an answer back. So I kind of got like, I was begin to wonder why. And then I thought, well, after looking at some videos, I saw that some scientists are saying that matter does not exist. That what we know as matter is not matter, but rather is consciousness. It is consciousness that brings forth that what we perceive as matter. So if you think about it, that the reason why we exist is because our existence is proven by those things that we accumulate. We accumulate valuables, and that is what proves the existence of us. So if you apply that, you can say that matter is what we perceive as matter. What we call matter is created as because of will, because of consciousness. So it is consciousness that creates our universe. It creates us. But our universe and your universe affects my universe. But if matter does not exist, but rather it is will or consciousness that create matter, then by virtue of by virtue of you thinking, which is something that I believe, that if you think about anything that you can think of, and you can see it, you can perceive it, like pretty much say tell the characteristics, just by virtue of thinking of that object, you bring that object into existence. And that is because consciousness does that. So if matter does not exist, but it exists because of consciousness, and what is truth is what is not, it's what is proven to be true, or in fact, as scientists have said it, then it is consciousness that creates anything. So if it is consciousness that creates anything, then, and they say that this equation cannot exist, then by virtue of me thinking about this equation becomes reality. I bring it into reality. That is, I can take this equation, I can take all the sub equations, the equations for every person. Every person is like an equation, and the reason the difference between every person will have to be, I would say that it's like a variable. There's a wild variable that changes. But that I thought about that, and I will explain that in another video. But once you give it a different value, that could be the reason why everybody is different. The plants are different. But if you take these two equations and you add them, you begin to see like the bigger the picture of the puzzle. So these are little pieces of the puzzle that you have to put together to get the big equation. So once you see this equation and it's real, then you can bring this equation can be brought into life. The benefits of an equation like that are astronomical, and I don't think that there could be a limit on that, because if you can, if this equation can be written down and put together, you can see that the equation gives us the design for the human body, gives us the design for the hands, for the head, for the brain, for the finger. What you can accomplish with that equation is that if you look at how the universe created everything as it is, you will be able to tailor, to recreate a hand through electromagnetic configurations, or by putting the elements how in the way that the universe has done it. So it's like when you think, when you want to know, when you want to know the velocity, you want to know how fast someone is going, you add the mass, the velocity, and the distance of everything, and you will calculate the how fast the person is going. So just like you do those type of calculations, you can do the same with this equation. Let me pause this video, and then I'll do another video, a continuation of this, because I can only put 10 minutes on the video. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.